I got an FBI hat somewhere.
I got a bunch of those too. FBI, DEA, Border
You know, you
Patrol.
can't just get those anywhere.
Oh, I know, but I got a Border Patrol one I was wearing for a while. I was getting a lot of hits off that. The Muslims are getting $10,000 a month and Social Security cards and U.S. passports. The stimulus thing was nice, but we need to get more money per month, every month for the rest of our lives type of thing instead of this playing games because we're starving out here. There's no truck deliveries. They're doing that. They're tweaking us. Somebody's manipulating it, and he's acting like he's not suffering a bit. I know what conditions he lives under at the White House. I know how he lives. People don't live that way. There's people in the street. There was a woman yesterday. I just saw her looking through the dumpster yesterday, and I was looking at her and I said, "Oh, I thought it was a guy." I said, "No, that's the woman I've seen before that they kicked out of the church grounds yesterday." And she's looking for stuff. And somebody left one of those portable carrying things like college students carry their books,
Hmm.
like you see on the plane, the travel bag thing.
Right.
So she lucked out. She got that and whatever was in it. They don't get that, or they're being so ignorant of it. It's back to Marie Antoinette and King Louis before the guillotine got activated. People are not pissed off yet. They're not getting pissed off enough. They're not getting it. They're just like stretching it out, stretching it. Well, who's got money? Who's without? Gavin Newsome and the crime family with Pelosi. Why aren't they under arrest? I'm still looking at my watch. Nope, haven't heard about it yet. 150,000 people. Where are they?
I agree with you on that one.
No, but I'm not getting any answers. But I'm sending it to the White House, and they're acknowledging that they get it. And all they're doing is giving the usual, well, under this COVID-19 thing and blah blah blah. I don't believe it anymore. I'm not going to play that game. There is no COVID-19. If you get your head decapitated, oh, it was COVID-19.
Yeah,
Bullshit.
I've heard those stories as well.
Oh, they took that thing off my Facebook. The doctor that was up there for a good 10, 15 minutes, he was out of the East Coast. I can't think of his name. And I keep bothering this lady who was on with Ron Wyatt, the producer of Clyde Lewis's show,
Okay.
Jana Drake Blackburn. And she was the one that sends me a lot of interesting stuff. And once in a while, I'll click onto it. That guy broke it down real simple. There is no COVID-19. If it was a regular flu, it's a regular flu. That's it. And now all of a sudden they're talking about hydroxychloroquine.
Right.
Well, if you're taking your vitamin D3, which I already take anyway for years, and then the zinc I ran out and bought some more. I've been taking that for years. Then that's all you need, plus the iodine, which I was showing you, 225 micrograms is enough to activate your thyroids properly, so it's blocking anything.
Okay.
So they're just not telling us. So you got to get sunlight. A couple of minutes to 15, 20 minutes of sunlight will kill it. Ultraviolet light UVC3. They don't want us to know that. Who are we going to talk to get the word out besides Twitter? James Woods. I haven't heard anything from James Woods lately. Is he still around?
Oh yeah, he's still on Twitter. Last I checked, you never know about the shadow banning and
Oh, yeah.
the other
Yeah.
things that are going on for sure.
I'm constantly being shadow banned, I think, off Facebook. It took less than 12 hours for that one video to get blocked.
No, it took less than 2 minutes for me to be censored on an interview that I was on. I've been hanging out with Jim. I'm not even going to say his
Oh,
last name so this video doesn't get censored. Each time, this is the third time I have been censored and the video has shut down in the middle of us broadcasting.
hmm.
And I haven't even said anything. So, yeah.
Well, yeah, you remember the 5G thing I put out.
Mhm.
Um, what's his name? Clegg. He was the guy that was like 30 years Microsoft something or other, and he was just telling people flat out, no 5G, not good. They don't even know what 5G is. Well, if they don't know what's in our virus vaccines that they've been lying to us for since the 50s, like polio. Oh yeah, there's some dead polio, things in there. Really? Why would you inject anything? And then I'm hearing mercury and aluminum on top
Yes.
of everything.
Yeah, I did some digs on the ingredients in some of these vaccines, and it's like, I'm never taking another vaccine. I don't care if it means that I can't go and shop at any place, if I can't get cleared
Oh
to.
yeah.
I mean, that's my right. It's my body. I mean, if
It's beyond that. It's beyond that. It's not just that they're trying to get you to take a stupid vaccine. If they're injecting you with nanoparticles and they attach themselves to the inside of the blood and the veins and so forth in the body, those particles that may or may not have metal in them can be activated by a microwave. They can cook you right there at a frequency. They can just cook you. They can do the same thing with just your body frequency, because your frequency is different than mine. Your brain has a frequency, your heart, your lungs, your major organs.
yeah,
If they wanted to locate Kim Jong-un on the planet, and they could just tune into his frequency and that's it. He's vaporized. That's the technology they don't want us to know about. That's alien technology. There's all these restrictions. Oh, they're not allowed to do that. They're not allowed to terminate with prejudice and all these other things. Nice ways to
okay.
say.
I've got one question for you right now.
Go.
If the president was watching, what would you say to him? Look in that camera and tell him what it is that you need to get word to him about.
He needs to talk to me in person, because he doesn't have my experience. He has people on his staff that do not have my experience. Secret Service, San Diego PD, U.S. Mint, and 15 years at the border, behavioral analysis expertise, and processing over 4 to 5 million people. None of those people in his staff have that background or expertise. None of them. I can guarantee it. And if anybody is going to lie to him, they're setting him up to lie, and he's not trained in the military or has a law enforcement background. So he would benefit by talking to me direct on anything to give an opinion, because I've got the expertise and the background. I'm the one that put the license plate reader suggestion in through U.S. Customs, so that you can keep your hands free. Instead of typing license plates, you got to keep your hands free for your gun when the second, third, or fourth car back is already being recorded as to what they are. Like fugitives from justice, armed and dangerous, or the radiation detector devices. I'm the guy that put those suggestions in. They still don't get it. You know what they do? Customs supervisors steal the suggestion. You process it. They have to sign it. They have to approve it. It has to go through a port director, then a district director, and it goes up to the commissioner of the agency. Back in D.C., you'll be lucky to get a $10,000 cash award on it. He doesn't understand how they do these things, how they block you, how they lie to you, how they keep the stuff undercover, so that you think, oh, that was a good suggestion from the secretary himself of Treasury. Unless he talks to somebody and has them on his staff, or even a Skype call would work. We don't know half the stuff that the man at the Oval Office knows, because he has to be able to know everything if they give him everything. But he's still not allowed to acknowledge UFOs and aliens exist.
What I'm seeing on social media, what I'm seeing on the Q board in regards to he wasn't told everything.
That's how
And
they control
maybe
them.
I should be careful on who I'm saying. You know who I'm talking about. Everybody knows who I'm talking about that follows the movement and follows what's going on. There are key people that have tried to get this man out before he even got in.
Yes. I mean,
Okay.
I'll give you an example back to Carter. When Carter is a good man, he wasn't incompetent. It's because they set him up for failure. That's the phrase that usually explains that.
Right.
And he actually called George Poppy Bush, G.H.W. Bush, for advice on something. And Bush basically told him, well, you've got access to the Library of Congress. It's like telling a president, go pound sand.
Yeah.
You got a library card, go to the library. That's the wrong thing. Presidents are supposed to help you because they are supposed to have the updated information. There are military staff that still get briefed today.
We know with what's going on right now that all this paperwork's coming out. There was no smooth transition.
Oh yes, the
Period.
Obama stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
see that's high treason. It's conspiracy to violate the law. Anytime he co-conspired with other people to not reveal information that would continue on with the smooth transition of the government into the new administration, that means that the people of the United States suffer. That is a serious high treason charge right there. 18 U.S.C. 2381, 2382, 2384, and a bunch of other ones.
Mm-hmm.
That the ultimate price that you pay on a high treason is death. And those people are playing with death when they do that stuff. So when they do that, Americans are suffering and American lives are at stake, and giving away billions of dollars to an Iranian government that was turning around and yelling death to America and continuing on with their nuclear ICBM programs, which are all underground. And they're hiding all this stuff, and it's out in the open. We're blocked. I'm blocked from getting Al Jazeera or Russia Today or any of the other news media sources. Even when I clicked onto a link, you don't get sound. I'm blocked. I don't know if it's just me. I'm just telling you that I am blocked. And if I did a radio show with another guy, he gets on all the time, and he's ex-military, and he was Army PSYOPs and stuff like that. He sent his book to the president. Those people are reviewing his stuff. The vice president is responsible for reviewing a lot of it, just like when President Nixon was under Eisenhower.
Mm-hmm.
People don't understand. That man holds a lot of power because the president is one guy, and he can't be doing everything. That's why the vice president is behind him, assisting and doing the meetings with the National Security Council and the Joint Chiefs and other people dealing with national security and all kinds of things that they don't want out in the public. So people act like, oh, he's not doing anything. Well, you know what? They're not behind the scenes. They don't know what he's doing. So we're not personally involved in the type of information that's being exchanged or not. And we're not privy to it because of national security. But even under that phrase, for many years, we've been lied to.
We hear a lot of things that we're not supposed to know. I think I'm going to end it on this note, and we'll make this part 1 so that we can do this again really, really soon. John Carman, thank you. Thank you for your service. Thank you for what you're doing.
Anytime.